Okay, in this demonstration I'm going to show you how to get started on the animation module. So we're at our workstation. I'm going to go ahead and select Start Programs, and I'm going to find the program called Flash 8. Now, while this is loading up, you need to know that animation has its roots deep in the history of Walt Disney. Usually we see a video on Disney World Tech and some animation in this class, and you may remember from that video, if you saw it, that they used to create animation with a lot of drawings, frame by frame. So this is actually going to simplify the process for us. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a new Flash document. So I'm just going to click right there on New Flash Document. You can see I have a blank Flash document. Now, a little bit about the Flash documents. This is called the timeline up here, which shows the number of frames, 1, 5, 10. You can see each individual frame, and then it counts in by 10, or by 5 rather. Down here is called the stage. The stage is where you draw stuff. And then down here you have additional settings like the size of the stage. The one is defaulted to 550 by 400 pixels. And over here we have our toolbar with all of our tools for drawing and editing. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to simply click on that first frame in the timeline. And the first thing I'm going to do before I get too far into this is go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save this in my drive, my Z drive, my tech folder. You want to save it in your your Z drive, and you're going to find your mod tech folder, and I'm going to save this as basic shape draw. Okay, and you can see my title is basic shape draw. Now I'm just going to leave this as layer 1. In another video I'll show you how to change that drawing or that layer name. But to make a basic shape draw, we just select, we'll start with an oval. So we'll put an oval in here. Just click and drag like so. If I want to make a circle, I can hold down the Shift key as I draw, and that will keep it as a circle as I click and drag. Again, I'm using the Shift key and then clicking and dragging. Now let's try a rectangle. And same thing, if I hold down the Shift key, it'll keep a square for me, so keep it perfect proportion. Now let's say I wanted to change some colors. So if I click my selection tool and I click and drag over it, I can go down here to my color palette, which is actually located in 2 places, right down here and over here, and I'm going to change that to a red color. Alright. And I can also do that before I draw a shape. So for instance, if I wanted to make some text now and put my name on it, I can go ahead and select a different color. We'll make a let's make it just black for this instance, and I'll click on the text and I'll write my name, Mr. Miller, and now I will click on the edge of that. Let's make my selection tool here. I'll click on the edge of it, and I can go ahead and make it all kinds of big. Now if I want to zoom in on this, I can go over here and zoom in closer so I can see this. Now if I go to the text tool again and I highlight that, I can go down here and change the font, and I can change the size. So you can see that that bumps it up quite a bit. Change the font again. Where's my favorite font, Calibri, and we'll go ahead and extend that out. So there you have it. That is how we'll go back to Fit and Window up here. That's how we create a simple Flash document to get you started. So this will be your first warm-up project as you get an introduction to Flash animation.